Angela Rayner, Labour's deputy leader, recently sat down with Andrew Neil in what was supposed to be a routine interview. Instead, it turned into a revealing political moment that raised doubts about Labour's readiness to govern. Neil's pointed questioning on economic policy left Rayner struggling to deliver clear answers, exposing Labour's vague plans just months into their administration. When pressed about reversing cuts to corporation and inheritance taxes, Rayner avoided giving direct answers, leaning instead on generalities about public investment and community care. Her statement that we treat our older people like dogs sparked outrage, but failed to clarify how Labor would fund their social programs. On specifics like capital gains tax and housing, Rayner appeared unprepared, often contradicting herself or circling back to talking points without substance. The interview tapped into deeper public frustration. In 2025, Britain is facing a worsening housing crisis, NHS pressure, and economic stagnation. Voters want solutions, not slogans. Neil's interrogation laid bare the reality. Labour's promises are ambitious, but the details are murky. Rayner's vague responses on housing target and tax reform made Labour seem unready for the serious challenges ahead. Worse still, Labour's early months in office have failed to inspire confidence. Despite campaigning on fairness and opportunity, the government has introduced policies that many view as punitive, removing winter fuel payments for millions of pensioners amid high energy costs, maintaining the two-child benefit cap, and pushing controversial free speech regulations have drawn sharp criticism, even from former allies. Labour's stance on free speech has especially alarmed critics. Their attempts to regulate online content and hate speech are seen by many as overreaching. Posts on social media platforms like X accuse Labour of creating a thought police culture. Training programs tied to diversity initiatives have further stoked perceptions that the government is focused more on ideological enforcement than public service. Economically, Labour has been accused of betraying working-class communities. Rising taxes and a flatlining economy have led to plummeting approval ratings. Immigration policy, too, has faltered, with the scrapping of the Rwanda deportation plan creating uncertainty and renewed criticism over border control. Internally, Labour appears divided. Starmer's leadership has become increasingly autocratic, removing MPs who dissent and losing key figures like Chief of Staff Sue Gray. Meanwhile, comparisons with Donald Trump's second term highlight Labour's hesitancy. In his first 100 days, Trump moved decisively, whether through deregulation, deportation plans, or cutting funding to universities. His approach, though controversial, projects strength and clarity, something Labour seems to lack. While Rayner's interview was a personal setback, it also symbolized broader concerns. If Labour's top leaders can't clearly articulate policies under pressure, how can the public trust them with the country's future? Disillusionment is growing. Polls show a significant percentage of even Labour voters feel let down. Unless the party finds clarity and coherence soon, a rising populist wave led by figures like Nigel Farage, and emboldened by Trump's example, may yet sweep Labour from power before they've truly begun to lead.